Welcome everyone to Young at Heart. I'm Father James DeLucio in the Paulist Father's Basement, ready to offer session number 58, in which I'd like to read a poem that has a little different perspective from the ones that we have been reading, particularly because it's an adult poem by T.S. Elliot. Now, why have I chosen this poem? Because it has some powerful images that were lifted by the song that I want to sing for you in our next session, a song that I use in my parish missions, but for different reasons than we have here. Here it's just for sheer enjoyment and sharing things that I enjoy and wanted to share with you. So this poem, you might already know the song because I gave you the author of the poem, but the name of the poem is Rhapsody on a Windy Night. And I think you'll see how and why the composer and lyricist thought this would be a great poem to adapt for their own purposes. Ready for an adult poem tonight? I've given you a different perspective. Rhapsody on a Windy Night by T.S. Eliot. 12 o'clock. Along the reaches of the street, held in a lunar synthesis, whispering lunar incantations, dissolve the floors of memory and all its clear relations, its divisions and precisions. Every street lamp that I pass beats like a fatalistic drum, and through the spaces of the dark, midnight shakes the memory as a madman shakes a dead geranium. 1:30, the street lamp sputtered. The street lamp muttered. The street lamp said, regard that woman who hesitates towards you in the light of the door, which opens on her like a grin. You see the border of her dress is torn and stained with sand, and you see the corner of her eye twisted like a crooked pin. The memory throws up high and dry a crowd of twisted things. A twisted branch upon the beach, eaten smooth and polished as if the world gave up the secret of its skeleton. Stiff and white. A broken spring in a factory yard. Rust that clings to the form that the strength has left hard and curled and ready to snap. 2:30. The street lamp said, remark the cat which flattens itself in the gutter, slips out its tongue, and devours a morsel of rancid butter. So a hand of a child, automatic, slipped out and pocketed a toy that was running along the quay. I could see nothing behind the child's eye. I have seen eyes in the street, trying to peer through lighted shutters, and a crab one afternoon in a pool, an old crab with barnacles on its back, gripped the end of a stick which I held him. 3:30. The lamp sputtered. The lamp muttered in the dark. The lamp hummed. Regarde the moon. La lune, garde, aucune, rancune. She winks a feeble eye. She smiles into corners. She smooths the hair of the grass. The moon has lost her memory. A washed-out smallpox cracks her face. Her hand twists a paper rose that smells of dust and old cologne. She is alone with all the old nocturnal smells that cross and cross across her brain. And I'll stop there. It gets a little more dark, a little raunchy near the end. So, but it's powerful. Didn't you find the images quite striking? They kind of draw you in. Rhapsody on a Windy Night by T.S. Eliot. You can find it easily on many websites. I found it on the poetryfoundation.org. poetryfoundation.org. Rhapsody on a Windy Night by T.S. Eliot. So now you know, of course, the song that's going to be forthcoming on the next session with us. And for that, I am going to loosen my collar because it's a higher range than a lot of songs that I sing, and I need to have my throat nice and comfortable and loose. Meanwhile, thanks so much for joining me. Stay healthy, keep safe, and God bless. Good night, everyone. And let's go with bye.